To make the presentation to Malcolm Speed, the marquee player during his reign at the NBL, Andrew Gaze.
You weren't going to escape the photo, Andrew. He's very good at the photos. Malcolm, congratulations.
Thank you, Stephen.
The move from law into sport, what prompted it?
Not many lawyers get to escape, but after 25 years as a lawyer, I had the opportunity to go from being a part-time basketball administrator as chairman of Basketball Australia and the National Basketball League to be chief executive of Cricket Australia. And at the age of 48, it was an opportunity that was just far too good to pass up. So I had 4 years there and 7 years at the International Cricket Council. They were terrific years. I enjoyed every moment of it.
We looked at the Melbourne Tigers winning the premiership back in the early 90s. They were really the glory days of the NBL in Australia. Everything was going right, great TV, great crowds, great competition.
It was terrific. I think that was 1992. Melbourne won the championship in Perth. I'm a former Melbourne player. That was the first time I've been booed. I was booed in 1992. I've since moved on. I've been booed many times since and been burnt in effigy a few times, so it's all part of the life of the sports administrator.
I was going to say the move to cricket always appeared to be a very cushy job in eras long gone, but today cricket is a hotbed of politics and problems.
Well, that's been the case for a long time, Stephen. It's fascinating. Life in cricket, you know that if there's not an issue going around at the moment, that something will hit you between the eyes before too long. That was part of the fascination of the job, trying to deal with the issues as effectively as possible.
Let's talk about the issues because, of course, match fixing and betting scandals were rife, and they came to the fore during your reign at the ICC. Things were particularly tough. You were burnt in effigy. It wasn't a very good effigy of you, I thought, either.
It was done a few times. I thought they got better as they went, but...
it's sort of a practice thing, isn't it?
It's a practice thing, and it was almost a status symbol at some stage to have been burnt in effigy several times. So,
Can I just ask you about the match fixing, because it's bobbed up again, and can it be eradicated?
It's a serious problem for cricket. In India, betting is illegal, it's unregulated, and on a match between India and Pakistan, for instance, there might be $500 million bet on a one-day match. So it's massive, it's underground, it will pop up from time to time. But I think the administrators, and it certainly was the case when I was there, we do as much as possible to keep the players educated and under control so that they know exactly what they can do and what they can't do.
Has the subcontinent taken control of world cricket?
There's a long answer to that and there's a short answer to that. The short answer is yes, and I think that's a positive for Australia.
Finally, you've done basketball, you've done cricket, you've looked after the drugs, you've looked after the betting, you've looked after the match fixing, and now you've taken on the biggest role in your career. You're on the board of the Richmond Football Club.
Yes. Stephen, I'm enjoying that. It's great fun. Let me make a prediction. Back-to-back premierships in 2015 and 16. Remember where you heard it first.
Ladies and gentlemen, Malcolm Speed, inducted into the Sport Australia Hall of Fame.